Hi, we're here with Czar Blandon to him to talk about a little bit about 4th edition that he's read up now. Since it's been released, what do people think of it?
It's kind of, it's all right. It's pretty much, it helps if you think of it, it's a completely separate game from the past editions. Since they changed so much of the fluff, that's one of the main things about it.
Do you think people would have been more forgiving if they had given it a new name instead of classifying it as Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, maybe like making it, judging by some of the art and stuff, actually calling it like, Magic the Gathering, the role-playing game or something, maybe. Then they literally could have, incorporated some of the card game elements more so.
Incorporate some of the elements of the game as a whole, like the Sarah Angel.
Caboose and stuff, yeah. Cap symbols, mana.
So what is the biggest change in the game, would you say, that you've read to date?
Very simple fluff, the classes, just stuff like that. There's a lot of changes. It's basically completely different.
So out of all 3 books, which one's getting the best response?
Probably just, that's something, it's completely different, because you need all 3, Well, I suppose you could do have the monster manual if your game just wants to ad-lib everything, but...
No, I'm saying in the sense that from you've been online reading the post and all the reviews of it, which one's been getting the best review and which has been getting reversed out of the 3?
So far I've only seen reviews for the handbook.
Okay, what have they said about that?
It's alright, a little sloppily put together, but, some of the things like, for example, the ritual things, they're basically like spells anyone can do, the whole, gather around in a circle with candles type of things. Like they're like way in the back of the book instead of up with the normal abilities and stuff. Little things like that. Not to mention some people are unhappy because they didn't bring back all the classes. So they can't make their they're still barbarians, druids, bards, monks, etc.
So what do they think of the new classes added though?
They seem
the
all
warlord,
right.
the warlock.
They generally seem fine. It's people kind of don't like the way they're pigeonholed, the vendor and whatnot. And I see on the forums someone already found a build that can potentially let you 1-round kill Orcus.
You're kidding.
Potentially, there's like a 5% chance of it actually working, but it's
Next time you should bring a printout of that so we can go through and read it, see if it's possible, and share it with everyone.
Yeah. Something like you do something with like classing a ranger and a rogue, getting some abilities, and basically it lets you keep stabbing until you miss. So
Flurry and hero clicks.
Basically.
But overall, what would you say from what you've read? You think of the system?
Yeah, I'd have to actually see the whole thing.
You basically, like you feel the same way I do. You have to see it in motion to actually judge it.
Yeah. Oh, I do know they went Final Fantasy with the healing system. A good night's sleep heals all wounds.
Ooh, not one wound a day.
No. They're taking the whole, hit points representing, fatigue and stuff to, the extreme.
So what do you think of that?
Someone's playing Final Fantasy. I don't know.
More ways to keep characters alive and players happy.
Yeah. They already made it so you die at negative 1/2 your hit points, or negative 10, whichever's greater, rather than always at negative 10.
So what do you feel is going to be the best part of the game?
Yeah, I don't really know yet. I'll have to see. It does sound like they're actually giving fighters, some nice, interesting abilities for once, so, that might be interesting, depending how they did it. Because they had the Book of 9 Swords in 3rd edition, which kind of did stuff like that.
So we'll get some more from you next week then.